Hello everyone, it's your boy Joshua, the disciplined trader. So I document my trading analysis on YouTube, and I'm trying to improve on my edge. So I document my trades. I teach basics and advanced on price action, supply and demand, or analysis on forex. So please do well to like and subscribe on my videos if it's helpful. So looking at our USD, we clearly see that price has actually gotten to our last demand zone on the 4-hour time frame. So we are expecting a continuation move anytime from now. So we are looking to catch that move. So price is actually on our demand zone. It is also an institutional zone because it took liquidity from here before coming down. So price has actually medicated that zone. So I'll go to my 30 minutes time frame. So as you can see the huge liquidity price took from this zone. Price actually medicated the zone. Price medicated the zone, but and came down. It like all this there was building. It was building liquidity on top of all this sell stop loss. So it went there taking liquidity. So it is I'm anticipating a pullback from all this one right here. So looking at we are trying to look for a logic to sell. So looking at our current market, which is our mark this ones, looking at our current market, what am I seeing? So I'm actually seeing Asian highs above all these ones, Asia highs. So this is my first area of interest. Like this is my first signal that price will definitely come to take liquidity, and once price take liquidity, it's going to go to the opposite side. Let me explain. If price take liquidity on the top, just know it's coming down, while if price take liquidity from the bottom, just know it's going up. So my anticipation is for price to come taking liquidity from all these Asia highs before coming down. So this is my logic. So looking at it, we already have our Asian highs, and this Asian highs is actually below our fair value gap, a strong fair value gap, So this is actually a strong fair value gap right here. Though price have actually not broken this our low, price went up highs, higher normal. Okay, this was the higher higher low. Price didn't break this low, this high right here. Price did not break it. So I'm actually anticipating if price broke this low, which it has already done but it is a weak. Let me straight up this line. If you can see, price actually weak past it. So definitely price have actually flipped to downtrend already. So what I'm expecting is for price to go up there, taking all the Asia highs liquidity before coming down. So this is my logic. So I'll be looking to sell once I see my setup on. I just see my setup. I don't think there's any reason to go to the lower time frame anymore, because this is actually how the setup is going to form. So I'll be looking for my sell position on the 30 minutes. So let's see how it goes, guys. Once again, we are looking for liquidity sweep to the fair value gap, and we are shorting this position to where, guys. So we are shorting it to this down move right here, because if you go to our 4-hour time frame, coming to our 4-hour time frame, this is actually a weak liquidity. I normally use this as liquidity because there's no strong demand there. So we are definitely shorting from this point if we see our entry to this point right here, or we are going to target this our last low that led price going up. So it is what it is, but my actual TP will be here if I see my setup. So it is what it is. Let's see how it goes. Hello guys, so once again you are welcome. So the outcome is actually loss for the trade, guys. Loss. So if we go to the 30 minutes time frame, taking you to a 30 minutes time frame, you can clearly see that price actually go the way I anticipated it. Where it took liquidity from these Asian highs, it tapped into our flip zone before coming down. So what I actually noticed, I actually waited a long time for this, and I entered during the London session, the New York session. So price took liquidity from all this area and it started consolidating, which is one of my setup that I look out for. When price range on a liquidity zone or a protected zone and it broke out, I'm going to enter on the candle that led to the breakout. So price was consolidating. I went on the 5 minutes time frame. At first I thought that after price took liquidity from our Asian high, stepping into our flip, this black candle, this bearish candle will lead to the breakout, and I will enter on use my entry model, but it didn't. It started consolidating, which actually changed my bias. So price actually changed my bias, so I had to look for my other entry model, which is the ranging zone. So I went on the 5 minutes time frame. I actually got frustrated, though I won't gonna lie. I got frustrated after waiting for a very long time. I actually anticipated this trade around by 7 when I started recording the video. So you can imagine someone patiently waiting. So I got in by 1 p.m. So I waited a very long time, and at the end I got stopped out. So looking at it, why I actually entered this first trade, because price actually came after price took liquidity, it came down and it went up again, then it was coming down but it fade. So it went up taking liquidity from this previous high right here, because this is a high where you see this our highs and low, highs and low. So price took liquidity from this zone, went up again, took liquidity from this zone and came down, breaking past this low. So this was where I actually identified a liquidity sweep. So I waited for price to medicate this our flip zone right here before I entered. So I was actually happy because this move, after I entered, the move led to the breakout, which gave me more confidence that yes, this trade is going to go well. The move, this use, after I enter immediately, price came down with huge momentum, breaking out. So I was happy until I saw this retracements. Price literally went there and stopped me out with a wick. So it is what it is, guys. The struggles and the consistency will be worth it. I trust one day This is just market testing my patience, testing how strong I am when it comes to consistency. So why I entered this second trade is I saw, you see this liquidity right here, price took liquidity from this zone, and it has given us, after this liquidity, you saw the struggle that it gave. It was trying to come down, it came down, but unfortunately, like after coming down, it flipped. It was trying to go back, but it couldn't, so it flipped back to its normal downtrend, which I actually entered on the trade, on the continuation. So I'm expecting price to come down, but right now what I'm saying is I think price is about to blow past my stop loss, stop me out again. Well, it is what it is. As long as I'm trading what I actually know or what I see as my setup, I'm okay with taking a loss with it rather than taking random trades. And we learn every day, so I'll keep on trading it consistently, and we see how it goes. So it is what it is. Please guys, like my video, subscribe, and please give me any advice to improve on my tradings. See you in my next video.